Life with Tao. Choosing between two options. There are two options: a life of abiding sorrow and suffering, or the life of divinity and bliss. These are the two options available to a person. This happens at the level of the mind, because we are mind, body mind realm, and mind is dualistic. Continues to swing between this and that, good and bad, right and wrong, low and high. The question is very significant: how to choose between these two options that is available to us. And it is very delicate as well. The first thing to understand in this process is that life is very paradoxical, and because of that many things happen. Life is paradoxical because that many things happen. These are two alternatives. Either man can be in heaven or in hell. He cannot be in two places same time. Either you can live in a state of misery or in a state of bliss, eternal bliss, or heaven you call it. And this brings a sharp paradox. If you choose to be in bliss, you will be in suffering, because to be in bliss means to be choiceless. Every moment a circumstance and situation comes, it brings us many options. So it is your choice to choose a life of bliss or not. If you choose to be in bliss, you will be in suffering, because before bliss comes, like if you look at childbirth, before you come to the state of bliss of having given birth to a child, you have to go through suffering. Because to be in bliss means to be choiceless. This is the problem. The problem is this: you have chosen one. You cannot choose the two things. If you choose to be in bliss, you will be in suffering, because if you do not choose, if you simply remain a witness, non-choosing, then you'll be in bliss. So this is here, the state is, the two options are there: to be abiding in the life of misery and suffering, or the life of bliss. We choose, and when you choose, then the other remains hanging around our neck, and that creates the misery. The solution is, you have to go beyond the duality, to be a witness, a non-choosing. Then you will be really in a state of bliss. You do not accept what is happening around us. Hindus or Sanatan Sanskriti says that this world is a Leela, play. How it is a play? The world is fine a stage on which we come to act our part, then do the most of what he may do. Because you are on the stage, you are to act in a particular role, play a particular role, and your role is only 5 minutes. You do the rehearsal before, practice that. Only 5 minutes how you perform on the stage is important. You are in front of your beloved only for a few minutes in that sequence, and you have to know how to perform. A story is written before, look at the movies. A story is written. The story says the hero will fall in love with the woman, and he will love the woman very dearly. Then he will recognize that the woman is very sick. She may die any moment. And finally she dies. So has his spouse really died? The spouse on the stage that is there only during the time he is acting. His acting, the role may be long, the movie will be there for years to be the source of entertainment, but his performance is only of few minutes, because the entire movie is there 3 hours. Let us put it as here, Indian movie, 2.5 hours. Out of that there are other actors also. So in that, have you acted really so well, so realistically? So it happens, but the actor knows that I am simply acting. He is a witness. So in the same way, if you know that I am acting with my spouse in this act of love making, it is this love making may last for half an hour or 45 minutes. After that, the act will finish. So I have to do the best as possible, that it looks like I am doing an acting, but it has to be realistic. So when that means you are not choosing anything, you are simply a witness, then you will be in bliss that you have been given an opportunity to act in this particular role, and for that you are paid. You are given a role as a lead artist in this movie, in this particular play. So it is a question of choosing between bliss and suffering. Deep down, it is a question of choosing between choosing and non-choosing. Not a question of life of bliss and harmony. It is a question not between heaven and hell, which one you are choosing. It is whether you are choosing or not choosing. Choosing means in the beginning you have to choose. But then when you become a witness, then automatically you will go beyond this duality of choosing and non-choosing. So every time that necessary will surface. Like if you continue watch a particular type of videos on YouTube, every time you open there is an automatic process. It knows the choice that the type of videos this man watches, so they will keep on surfacing. So if you have not chosen anything, you have allowed things to happen. Whatsoever you allow to happen, you have not chosen this particular video. And if you do not, every time the same video will appear until you change the choice. Why does this happen? That whenever you choose, you are suffering. Because you choose, your choice divides life. Choice divides the life. Something has to be cut and thrown away. You do not accept the total. You do not accept everything. But in the beginning of this, you have to choose. The choice is yours, to go this way or that way, to be happy or not happy. But then it becomes a natural process. Then you do not choose, and naturally whatever is necessary in that moment, it happens. You accept something in it, and you deny something, that is what choice means. You go to the restaurant, you choose a dish, you deny the others. This is choice. You choose what you want to choose. You select. Life is totality. If you choose something and deny something, that which you deny will come to you, because life cannot be divided. And that which you deny, just because you deny it, it becomes powerful over you. You really become afraid of it. As I said, in the process of learning, you take one step forward. Then when your one step gets firm, then you take the next step. This is the process of learning. But then a moment comes in, your feet move automatically and naturally the way it's supposed to be. So there are two things. Certain things are a process, and then when you have attained the process, then automatically things begin to happen. Nothing can be denied. You can only close your eyes to it. You only escape. You can become inattentive towards it, but it is always there, hidden deep within you, waiting for the moment to assert. You are acting that you are good in front of this person, but deep down something is going on. So this is what happens in most of the cases. Some things surface which are not needed at that moment. When you look into the argument that erupts between two people, between spouses or two friends, always something surfaces that is not called for at that moment there. Always it is so. So if you deny suffering, if you say that you are going to choose, you are not going to choose suffering, in a subtle, you have chosen suffering. Now it will always be around, hanging you at one thing. Life is totality. This thing, and life is a constant change. The second thing, these are the basic truth. You cannot divide life. First thing, you cannot divide life. Secondly, nothing is stagnant. Nothing can be. This too will pass. This moment, a moment comes for a fraction of a second and then disappears. So when you say, I am not going to suffer, I am going to choose a blissful mode of living, you are clinging to happiness. And whenever you cling to something, you want it, you hope it to be permanent, and nothing can be permanent in life, because life is a flux. Life is a flux. Don't you learn the art of not choosing, allowing things to happen the way they are happening? Do you choose when winter comes to accommodate the winter season? You wear the warm clothings. You have not chosen. You have flowed in with the season. When summer comes in, you flow with the summer. So you are flowing with the season. When rain falling, when there is a dry season, you flow. You have not chosen it. Things are happening on your own, and you choose one against the other. So you are still in duality. In the beginning, In the process of learning, this is essential. But in the final analysis, in the final stages, you have to allow things to happen. No choice, you have to be choiceless. The entire process in life is to go beyond, to remain choiceless. Because choosing and not choosing, choosing and not choosing, between what? Good and bad. So when you are not choosing whatsoever surface in front of you, you accept it, then that is, you have gone beyond the duality. And nothing will disturb you. Right now, if you have constantly choosing the company of the people who inspire you, so whenever that other option comes in and you happen to see the person that you do not like, a problem comes in. And when you have not chosen anything, you allow things to happen. Whosoever comes, whatsoever be the circumstance and situation, nothing will change in the inner dimension of your mind, because you are choiceless. You have transcended beyond duality. And when you transcend beyond duality, then enter the realm of bliss. Winter comes, summer comes, does not matter. Rain comes, dry season, you prepare for both. You do not say that I want rain, because whether you want rain or do not want the rain, existence does not bother you. Existence does not care whether you like summer or you like winter. If you do not like winter, do not like summer, or either of the two, then go and live somewhere else. Where will you go? You will be in the world. These seasons will move according to their scheme. Everything, this is why life is a flux, everything is moving according to its own scheme. You have to choose either one, or play, you act according to the role that you have to perform. A person who has lifelong been playing the role of a villain, suddenly he is given the role to play as a character artist or a hero. He cannot deny that. If you are really an actor, you can perform well in both situations. You are a particular kind of a chef. If you are a chef, means knowing the art of cooking, whether you cook this or that. If you have a chef of life, you know when a particular choice comes into you, how to act. I'll give you an example. Recently, some time ago, I was to help in the cooking in a particular person for prayers. So he has a green banana to make a vegetable out of that. There are ordinary ways and means of it. Now I can say that I have not come here to experiment with something. If you are a good chef, you know the art of chef, you can create something out of that which nobody could imagine. So, if you are a good chef, if you are a good chef of life, whatever circumstance and situation comes in, you can convert into a beautiful moment to remember. And this is what art of living is. I do not know what I am supposed to cook today. There is no preparation. I have not the menu that these things are to be prepared. I have only 2 hours time to prepare. A couple dishes have to be made. The choice is given, the option is given by the customer. So your expertise says, instead of I could have lamented that this is what I have not come here for, then why did you open the restaurant? You open the restaurant, a chef comes in. Now it happened. It happened, my daughter once told me, she was in Virginia, she went to the restaurant. So there was a dish called peas and paneer, matar paneer. So they said they have the matar paneer vegetable. So she said, I do not want matar paneer. If you can replace paneer with mushrooms. He said, but that dish is not in our menu. So she told him, if you are a chef, you can replace paneer peas, and peas and mushroom can be a vegetable. You can make that. So a chef who is an expert, he lives according to the circumstances and situations, challenges him that dish. Then he asks, how did you know about this dish? So in the same way, there is many dishes that I give you the example of dishes so you can know how to replace it. There is a Thai dish, Thai pat noodle. What? So in that, flat noodles are used, but it is cooked with shrimps. But you can remove the shrimps and add a vegetarian menu for it. You can replace it with tofu or with paneer. But it all depends upon the expertise that you have. In the same way, you are expecting something to happen and it did not happen. Instead of lamenting, you can immediately change your strategy. You are going along the way to reach somewhere, and you have your travel app on. All of a sudden, you miss the turn that you have to take, and you cross that traffic light where you have to turn to the right. You did not turn to the right. What did the travel app will do? It will immediately say recalculating the route. This travel app that has been created by the mind is so sensitive to changes its strategy according to the needs. It was going in a particular direction. All of a sudden you made a mistake and it says that they are recalculating the route. But you cannot recalculate your route. You wanted to go in a particular way, but you could not change your route. But the app that your mind created, it is capable of changing its strategy according to the need. Many times it happens, you are traveling in an app, traveling in a strange place, you use the travel app and it gives you direction, and suddenly you miss a traffic light and you go to the another direction where you're not supposed to be. Travel app stops it and it says recalculating the route. Why you can't do that? The moment you learn that, you are living in the moment. And when you are living in the moment, you are happy. You will say, oh, this gave me an opportunity to explore something that I was not aware of. And there when you going in the wrong direction where you're supposed to go, and you said, oh, this place is here, I do that. So what happened? That the mistake that you made gave you an option to have a look at that building, look at that the place that you had been searching for, or maybe you aspired to visit. Oh, wonder, lucky that I missed the route, so I now see that this place is here. So this is how, when you accept things as they are without any choice, you are always in a state of blissfulness. Now you did lament, you did not condemn the driver that how come you missed the road. If you had condemned or quarreled with the driver, you missed the road, you are so a careless driver, this and that, you will be in that state of quarrel. So when you are going through the other direction and the travel app is recalculating the route, suddenly you spotted that building, already wasted your time. You did not accept it. So during that time when you did not accept, you were in a state of misery. So to avoid that, allow things to happen the way they are happening. Everything has a purpose in life. Everything, good and bad, high and low, whatsoever it is happening has a purpose in life. Enough for now.